story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from...
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Gunners and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30.
At their own 31-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This time he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. You got 3 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
We got 3.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to Slayton. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day, any day. Joker. It's free.
Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Tate dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll run on first down. Gibson. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Off the play fake. Tate. will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They'll run it now out of the gun.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Tate. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
Back to throw. Tate. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Man up, D. Check safety. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch gears. Lockdown, baby. Greg got the key to this one.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 4. That one complete. He finds Shark. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Tate. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Tate. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Go to base. Tackles. He's coming.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Check 3. Check. Eddie Weapon. Check. Zoom. Yup. Mike 20. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 20. I'm coming after you. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Mike 20, go.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To throw on 2nd down, Tate. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Tate. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Throwing on first down. Tate. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Tate. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Tate. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. 2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Tate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it on the move to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Jackson's pass, intended for Marquise Brown, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Baltimore, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wanna be her for your